listen. I ain't got much time to talk, man. It is time for the TALIA, DALIA, Jabalia, review. Now, what we're doing here today is that specifically we're going to review TALIA, FC TALIA, but of course we gotta go from the roots. We gotta go for the roots, and I just want to let you know before you even come up in my face and start talking about some random shit. Happy New Year's. But also, besides that, I could not awaken baby girl. I don't have enough of the fruit of involvement. It's because I keep awakening characters, but that's what I'm supposed to do. What you want me to do? So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna be you would think I could be able to do this cleanly, you know, after doing it for so many years. We're gonna be reviewing FC TALIA. So without further ado, skidabaricky dinky do, let's get into it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and today's video is going to be on TALIA and her FC version, but we of course have to start with the OG so we know what we're getting into. And I like to always go by this because I think a lot of people forget like what you're actually getting out of the character, or at least the base stats. I at least like to go over that first. So let's go over the base stats, and here we go. So HP is going to be relatively high. You guys know supports have high HP because they have HP scaling, heals, and all that grand fantabulousness. But what's really important is kind of the stuff below. Her defense is low, which is great. Allows you to fall under, well, get screwed by Fear of the Abyss. But also now with Schmitty Jensen, it's good to have low defense now, at least kind of, sort of. Hit is 94, which I see a lot of people. I got a lot of questions. People like, should I awaken Gray? Should I awaken Gray? We'll get into that a little bit later because yes, her hit is below a hundo. But FC version, I will have to tell you that it's not that big of a deal. Dodge is 101, which makes me look a little where that green at? Where that green at? But dodge is above 100, which is nice, and it's also going to help out in the FC version with the dimension leap. Critical hit is 90, which is not particularly important unless you are kind of like in certain stages where it's like if you don't crit, you don't do as much damage, so it is what it is. Attack speed is 33. Woo, child, that's some. That's why she's fortune telling, because she got a lot of time. Everyone else is out there doing the Lord's work, and she's just like, well, you know what? Block is 60, which is pretty bad as well. As you know, critical damage, block defense rate, and luck are exactly the same character. Exactly the same on every character. So let's go over the skills real quick, and like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we do want to look at the animations because as you guys know, I like to compare. Still at this moment, I have not seen the FC animations, so I like to see what we got here and then go on. So let's look at the basic attack. Bitch, if you don't hurry up. No. Just kidding. All right, so we got the first aid, and of course this is first aid 3. She is a faded, so she starts off with that good shit from the get-go. Pretty much if a character on your team gets low, she will heal them based off her attack, which will be abysmal. Well, you know, it's not going to be that high. It's not going to be a crazy stacked heal. It's not going to full heal anyone, but it will do a decent amount of heal depending on the HP of the character that she does heal. Oh no, it's if her own HP, sorry, it's the reverse. But if her HP is either high, or very low, she will get mana for it. She can't get one off the other, but she will most likely get mana, so it's a nice little cool thing. She's a support, so she actually gets mana when she gets hit as well. She's also a Dragon Knight, which is also great, but also more importantly, she is a head Dragon Knight. So you could legitimately put her on every single team in your Dragon comps if you feel ever so inclined to do so, because she will be in there and she'll be healing like a beast in the FC version. So I do like this aspect of it, that you know, that they're boosting up these specific characters. Whether they're doing it on purpose or not is still pretty good, that they are boosting up a lot of these Dragon Knights, like Brooke getting like, you know, throughout the time, Deva getting a change, Brooke getting a change. These are Dragon units, so you guys are struggling getting your scores up, at least they're getting FCs to these units. Her other two skills are not anything to write home about, like they're not too complicated. As you can see, Judge Hand just deals some damage, which is going to be crap with her crap attack scat. That I almost got it. And then it has a bigger heal because it's a single target heal, but it only heals if the skill hits. That's why everyone's like, oh, do I need to hit? But which is also nice. You will cleanse any debuffs or damage over time off the target that hits. Now the Judge's Hand, get off the screen, forms around the people, I guess, like to force you so you can't leave the area. So summon Golem. Okay, you just go in, you do your thing, Talia. Fuck what I want to do. So boom, one strike comes out, 1, 2, left hook, right hook, overhead smash. I guess it's not an uppercut. So left hook, right hook. And there it is, the Tekken combo. Oh, can you stop, lady? Okay, we got it. So it's the AoE hit, does crap damage, and it will be healing for 24% of her max HP. Obviously, it's going to go up in the FC version and cleanses, again, all the debuffs and damage over time. And as we have discussed before, is that as long as it hits at least one person, the heal will go off on everybody, the cleanses will go off. You just need to hit someone. And you can also see here that if you were to do this, as you guys know, unleash potential for supports. If it is a support skill, a non-damaging skill, it will give her, the caster, status effect immunity, if I'm not mistaken, but she has 2 attack skills, so both of these will get some additional damage based off her max HP. Another incentive to awaken her red. As you can see, this one gaining even more hits, more percentage off her max HP when the attack hits. So that's pretty cool. And then this one is my favorite, reduces damage against all allies by 30%. As I theorized, I have not been able to necessarily test this out, is that it goes for AoE skills. And that's pretty relevant when you have Rara, Bathory, still pretty relevant in the meta, and then, you know, a lot of other characters that just kind of have AoE skills. To reduce that damage by 30% is kind of stupid. Alongside of, once we go into the FC, she also has some damage mitigating stuff, plus with FC Mahar, some more damage mitigating stuff. So here we go, Talia, let's see, baby girl. And there she is in all her beautiful glory. I mean, she's super spicy, number 1, man. All right, so we have the basic attack. Let's see the difference here. Okay, so instead of it being in front of her, she summons it to her hand. It comes on her hand. It's the same arm, and I know it should be like green crystallized or whatever. And then she like hits it, shoots it at you. That's actually a really cool difference. And again, even if this was a black fake cord, the smallest of differences, as you guys know, will make me moist. So everything here is the same, except she has the dimensional leap. As you guys know, she also now has the Guardian of Prophecy, increases defense of all allies by 20%. Overtime effect just means that the character has to be alive in order for that to happen. It's a net positive. There's nothing wrong with having this. There's no inherent thing that says, oh god, you have more defense, oh god, what are you doing, it's gonna hurt you. No. So you also, as you guys know, we have overturned fate. I thought it was overtuned fate. Overturn fate 2 times around when an ally is damaged and their health falls below 30%, heals the health of one ally with the most missing health by 60% of their max HP. That's very important to note because their max HP is not based off hers, so it usually means that the heal is not going to be insane, but it will be a decent amount of heal, and it's 2 times per round when an ally is damaged. Keep in mind, this also means through damage over time, little silly stuff that can be proccing throughout the time, and I do want to see if I can test that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have a character even survive. You know what, I'll go into like a PvE scenario and we'll see how that works. Rewind is another way of healing. When the health of an allied marked with reversion falls below 50%, they will be healed 30% of the target's max HP again, and remove all reversion marks. Another thing that I do want to test out in this video, when it says all, does it mean all on that character? Does that mean you could stack a bunch of them on a character, or does it remove all on the field in general? So we're gonna have to test all that out. Reversion is only on the S3, so let's look at the S2. The S, I know, S1 and S2. So Absolute Prophecy is the S1. It's the same thing. The damage looks about it went up by 25%, and this one puts the Prophecy of Decline. If the target marked with Prophecy of Decline attacks you, reduces the damage by 50%. This is a great way to, she's slow though, that's the only thing. You might have to waste a shell reset to give her a turn, or actually, you know, in certain situations, depending on how the round goes, maybe if you have Lepin might give her a turn, whatever have you, something might happen. But once she gets a turn, her survivability goes up tenfold. And the reason why is that I think most of the time you will be going out with this. She's not a reviver, which giving this skill to a reviver would have been nuts, but yes, this will allow her to heal and stay alive for a long time. Heals one ally still for 29% of her own max health, and we know Unleashed Potential will make it do a little bit more damage, and it still cleanses. So again, you want to hit a tank with this because you don't really care if the tank is doing 50% more damage, but reducing someone's damage by 50% would be fantastic, especially the units in the back row that are probably more slimy, dodgy, and all the other stuff. As you guys know, that's perfect. This is what you want to do. Hit a tank, and again, that's why the hit, in my personal opinion, is not that big of a deal. You won't really need to. You're not, the odds of you missing on a Ulum or you know, Garf or something like that, it's just cursed RNG. If you miss on them, it's just because the game hates you. You know, I don't think it's something that you need to go in there. Let's see what the skill looks like. Boom. Let's see it. Ooh, walk around them.
Is already written.
Wow, what a G.
Prophecy is destiny defined.
And then it popped. No. I like that. That is gangsta as fuck. Now, someone was saying like, I don't know, her animations versus Jean's. I was like, wait, you can't compare a DPS unit's animations versus a healer's animations, because usually a healer is going to be a little bit more softer or gentle. She just walked around this dude. I'm sorry, I gotta see it again. This is why my reviews take too long. She walks around the target talking shit.
Prophecy is destiny defined.
Except. That's gangster, son. Yo, you just like, yo, man, you ain't, I don't know, man, it ain't gonna work out for you, man. It ain't gonna happen, man. I'm sorry, you just gotta accept your future. And the worst part is that she's hitting this target, but everyone else around them is actually screwed. So I like that. And that's why the icon is a footstep, because she just walks around you. I love it. The next up is Nature's Judgment, which is the AoE hit now. And this is where the reversion comes in. So if the heal target's health is 50% or more, grants a reversion mark. Now, what is really cool about this is that this ultimately gives you the ability to use a skill, a heal, when you are at like full health. And I think that it's amazing to have a skill like that, because a lot of the times what happens is that you don't want to use skills, you want to just auto attack or something like that, but it's like technically the healer is a waste of space. This happens with Leppin, this is going to happen with Legger, it happens with a lot of units when you don't have anything to do, when you're actually doing good. This will allow you to say, well, you know what, it's Talia's turn, I don't need to, I already used the S1, we're maxed out because, you know, we're doing good in the match or the PvE confrontation encounter or whatever. Let me just put this buff on my team real quick so that we're good. I think that that's amazing. It sucks that it is a mark, and you guys know that for some reason they got a hard on for like, you know what, we put 1,000 marks into the game and we're trying to make hard content. Let's just make them immune. Not only can we make the enemy immune, let's make them immune to their own marks too, for god-awful reasons that make no fucking sense. Anywho, let's go back into this and see what the Nature's Judgment look like. Now, before she summons the golem, he does a left hook, right hook, overhead smash. So what do we got going on today? Oh, that look. Give me the hand. Oh my god. What the? Okay, this is. Oh, you turn. No. No. Who said she's. No. That's. No. No. I should just end the review here. I should end it here. I should. I honestly should. Dude, I'm thinking like, okay, but she took like a pebble out of it. No, she cooked the enemy team. Like, guys, when you look at animations, realize what this shit is. This is an AoE skill. So every person on the enemy team is grabbed into that and turned in and squished into her hand. She puts it in her hand. What the fuck is that? He covers the enemy team, squishes them down to a bite size. You are bite-sized Kit Kats, my dude, and crushes it, and then looks into the sky like, it is what it is. Now, her animation's clean. No, now, is it better than Jean's? I mean, it just depends on the aesthetic that you're used to. For gangster stuff, that makes her look like a boss character. That's boss character to walk around. Like, imagine if an enemy, let's take it if she was an offensive unit, an offensive enemy villain, right? A villain teleports to you, because you know we're technically on opposite sides of the field, teleports to you and starts walking around to you and then just explodes you underneath your feet. That's gangster. Now you have this thing when she wraps the thing onto her arm and locks you down, grabs your whole team and squishes you. That's Dormammu from Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, y'all don't understand. And let me know if you play Marvel vs. Capcom. You know that's literally Dormammu. It says Dormammu. I'm sorry, that's gangster. That's amazing to see. I lost my point. I lost my point. Ladies and gentlemen, Talia now has the award as the most gangster support. What support is more thuggish than that? That is the most thug shit I've ever seen. She might be more thug than a lot of the offensive characters in this game. That's gangster. And here we go with the gear. So like I said, people have been thinking like maybe I should go machine in order to make sure that her skills hit. Now again, if you were to go 6 machine, let's say you just want to go 6 machine, you still get some HP in there, which is nice, and you're getting 12 hit. Now the problem that I'll have to be honest about is that I just don't know if 12 hit is enough. The good thing though about mixing, if you wanted to go red and splash machine, is that this is 2, 4, 6 and so is machine. So you can go 4 into fire and then go 2 machine. You guys know what I'm saying? But the other thing is that this, I don't know, this HP jump into 5,000 is just too juicy. Now you have to be able to do the math, bring out the calculator and see how much effective HP versus the ability to hit. I just don't think that she's ever going to be needing to necessarily hit a dodgy, elusive target. I think that she's perfectly fine hitting tanks. She'll still get her heals off. She'll still screw the dodgy, heavy DPS targets. Just hitting tanks. She does need to hit, but I don't think it's that important. If anything, you guys know me. I'd rather just go nature. I would go nature and be a jerk. Maybe go, you know, 2 fire, a little splash of fire, some 3 there, and just do 1 of like light or something, because, you know, just to be a jerk. But it is what it is. I just don't think that it's necessary. I think that the raw stats, like dodge rate, even though I like to go green, like just because I like to go it, I just don't think that it's that effective at the end of the day. Dodge rate, hit, it just seems like they don't put enough emphasis on it. I do think if they made the numbers grander to a point that it actually made sense, you know, like it made a lot more sense to go into hit. I just personally do not believe in it. I think that these first, it's funny that the awakened sets seem to be more bland than what the first things are. Like the status effect immunity to me is a way cooler thing. Damage reduction seems way better. Block is more, I think, way better than just defense, and you even get more dodge here. And then yes, even the free barrier per turn is pretty good, and the healing from damage. I think that the dark took a huge hit. Defense plus hit is like completely irrelevant. You'll never see someone awaken dark unless some weird thing happens. So for me, I still think Talia, you want to just go red, red, red. Yes, I did say that maybe you want to go red and then splash one of the other ones, just so you don't have to deal with, you know, getting instantly broken, anything like that. So you can go maybe 4 red, get this 2,000, and get the 5,000 first, then get 2,000 on the awaken, the R1 set, and then maybe splash something else. The other 2 sets, the only other 2 sets that you have option is machine. So get 1.8 hit. That's like fucking nothing. They really need to rework dark really badly. So it is what it is. Now when it comes down to team comps, now I did want to mention that yes, I tested out FC Mahar and she is an absolute monster. The amount of damage that she mitigates for a team, especially if the team is relatively tanky, is absolutely absurd. And I'm talking about maybe shaving off 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 off of a big hit. But that's the thing, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 on awakened characters, as you know, is a lot of survivability. If look at the HP of Mahar, 17. If I was gonna take 10,000 or something like that, a 10,000 hit, and it goes down to 7,000, I got a lot of HP to play with, and I can heal all that back in a great situation, especially with a character like Talia, because Talia will be there and she will then heal all these characters that survive these hits with the reversion and other things of that nature. So I really think that that's huge to have a character that is mitigating damage without using a skill, and that's very important. If a character can literally stop damage or stop you taking from a lot of damage just from being there, is better than let's say a barrier skill like from Chatty or something like that. That's a huge difference, because you have to get a turn, you have to have enough mana. FC Mahar doesn't. She's like, yo bro, I'm here, I got it. I got it off the jump. Another thing that a lot of people were talking about is, of course, they're like, Ramjeet's gonna counter, bro. It's gonna counter, bro. And again, if you were to use COA, which forces you to put Schmid in the comp as well, but you do have to mention here that with Spring Wind, you will start off the fight, as long as you have Master's Footstep, which is having lower defense than Schmid, you will not be able to be nullified healed, and your heals will be stronger, which will make Talia ridiculous and very difficult to deal with. That does take up 2 slots though, so even if I were to throw Mahar into that slot, that is 4 slots. You have one, you don't even have one other slot after that if you wanted to run that team, right? Which, you know, that's up to you. Do you want to run that team? That would be Schmid, Talia, COA, and Mahar, and then I guess you have an option of another tanky unit in there. or you want to or run Ram G against them. Because if they think they can heal against you, and then you just run Ram G on them, and if they don't have that same comp, then you just kind of out heal them, right? So it's just another avenue, and I love avenues, you know, and I think that that's a big thing, is giving more options to players, especially when tag, I think, and I'll always say it until the day I die, until the game dies, more specifically, that tag should be more of a standard feature into the game, so you would have more flexibility and more incentive to always build units, not just once a week, you know, and then it goes away, and then you kind of just like, what do you guys do when it's not tag week? It's just like boring. It's like, what am I doing here? Like, why am I playing? Now, this is the fun test that I like to do, is to show you guys this. This is chapter 14-10. This is the last stage. I've already beaten this. I've actually 3-starred it because of FC Mahara. It was amazing. So I'm gonna put these 4 in there just so you guys can see a little glimpse of what the damage is like. And then I should be able to survive it, right? But I want to show you guys what happens just by entering Talia in, just in general. What I'm going to hope to do is to use the S2 to give the reversion before he even hits us, and hopefully the defense and everything else plus Mahar will actually get us a crazy amount of, like, you know, free damage or whatever like that. As you guys know, he starts off with a big AoE when he first starts off. Now try to keep to this left side. I know that my screen kind of blocks it. As far as the last one is Janai, but my screen kind of blocks it. I do apologize, but try to look at these HP totals when this guy does this move, just so you can get a glimpse of what, you know, is going to be done coming in from this. So this first hit, there's a block there, but everyone else is taking normal damage. So she was brought down, Iris was brought down to her Tranquil, so is Bathory, which kind of happened before. Mahar, and you can also see that Janai, Mahar is just because of her stupid passive, and then also Janai because she's my strongest character. One of them probably blocked, to be honest with you, but you know, both of them pretty much died. So what should happen, technically, theoretically, is that one of these characters should be healed, and like healed almost multiple times by Talia, right? Because they both go low, and we should be able to see that. Plus the reversion should hit them as well. So, your time, girl, don't fuck this up. Animations might be cool, but it's all about practice. And of course we'll do a PvP video. Once she's awakened, I'll bring her into PvP. I ain't gonna dog the girl like that. We'll do PvP, and that's when we'll probably get to see you know, all the other things. But I also want to see what the reversion marks look like, but she's kind of slow, so when she gets her turn I won't really be able to see it. But all right, so this time she's in there. As you guys know, we're gonna have Guardian Prophecy. As you can see, we are having increased defense for pretty much no reason. Unfortunately, the prophecy, the other thing, which is more of a PvP skill, we can't put on him because he has mark immunity, and then 2, he's the only one there, so it wouldn't go on him anyway. Okay, so what's called actually slower, so we actually get to see this. So I get to get a turn. I'm gonna put this on my squad. This should hit. Hopefully it does hit, or I wouldn't feel bad. If the target healed, we get our reversion marks. Look at this big baddie. Get in my hand. Get in my hand. It did no damage. But as you see, we all got healed. And now we can see the actual reversion mark, which is this weird icon, which is actually the skills icon, right? So we're going to see the same thing happen. There's no difference here that's going to happen, except that there should be at least one character, unless both of them trigger at the same time. Also, the crazy part about it is that the round restarts as soon as this guy goes. So here we go. He's going to do his move. Still brought to the, as you still saw there, right? So Iris was still brought to her Tranquil, right? But look how much HP she has. Look how much HP she has. Now the cool thing I can test here is this. Yes, so it does not. It is written weirdly, which I kind of felt that it was. So Mahar still has reversion, right? And it does say remove all reversion marks. So either when I do the reversion again, it's going to stack. Which would be stupid. It would make her broken, by the way. But at least any character that did not go below that threshold will still have it. So when they do get to that threshold, they'll get removed. But as you can still see here that Mahar still has hers, but Iris should not. Iris is, wait, what? Nani? Okay, Bathory lost hers, but Bathory, maybe because they hit Tranquil? Because Bathory lost hers, so that means she didn't hit Tranquil, she got healed through it. Let's see Janai. Janai, I think, goes low, right? So Janai's, so I guess if you it has a weird interaction with Tranquil, so either it uses your Tranquil or it doesn't, you know. Or you keep the reversion mark, which is very interesting. So well, of course, what we're gonna do here now, I'm gonna see if, oh, she's stunned. So hopefully we'll look. I'm gonna be looking at Iris. I think he actually auto attacks here, or he does that other move. Okay, so he doesn't actually hit us. He does that move. Now let's look at, who was it? Iris. So she has reversion. She now has reversion again. Now Mahar does not have 2 versions of it. Okay, so I guess it doesn't stack necessarily. One more time, and there we go. So we officially see it. Does not, reversion does not stack. But so the fact that it says you lose all marks is just kind of weird. As you can see right now, Janai probably has reversion. Yeah, so all the characters that you see have reversion, and they'll lose it, quote unquote. But it has a weird thing with Tranquil. Oh yeah, and of course, as she's getting hit, for whatever reason, her dodge and attack isn't getting increased, which is amazing, which I didn't even think about until just now. How amazing is that? Because if she keeps getting hit, her first aid is going to heal like a mother. Her first aid heal is going to be stupid. Oh baby, will it be dumb. Here he goes again.
No, but it wasn't bad. Sorry.
Increases dodge. She did get hit, and you can still see the heals going off. And now Talia gets another turn, and as you can see, her reversion was used. She did get healed there. I'm pretty sure that these guys don't have reversion anymore. Nope. And then who else is that? Mahar doesn't have reversion anymore. But still a lot of pesky healing and stuff like that. Still pretty good, as you guys can see. And she's still here. She's now down to her lovely thing. Big heal. I gotta do it. We're gonna do it right here, right now. But this, I feel like the more festive it looks, the better. Okay, you can change the color of the thing in the back. I feel like the more multicolors that you get, the cooler it's gonna look. Like you have her looking like some really crazy like thing. I don't think, like, I know what a lot of people do, like they make it like black, and then like a white or something like that. No, you can't change the green leg. Oh, that's even worse. You're forced with the green leg. You cannot avoid the green leg. So yeah, you just want it to be like some crazy festive colors or something like that. Let's see what we get. Go with the body first. That's like perfect. One, for some reason, I always get these greened out characters, but she looks festive. I kind of like the festiveness. It kind of like has multiple little different colors. Very, like, I don't know. I like that look. I like, you know, I got the whole clown crew. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it. What do you guys think about FC Talia? Did I oversell her? Did I undersell her? YFO's in the comment section below. MFO though, she's amazing. I think that she's gonna be amazing to test out in PvP. I think that she is a very kind of like a meta character. I do think she's going to be meta. She has a lot of different ways that you can play her, especially in tag, where you can like kind of stick her into a comp and possibly keep their survivability up way higher. As you can also see, she has synergy with Tranquil. You know, whether you get into Tranquil or like don't, like it still has the version still kind of works with that. And the S1 is still going to work and make it that she has a lot more survivability against characters that are, you know, pretty much not the tank. You're gonna hit the tank and then screw over everyone else. That makes her, they can't damage her, and her being able to stay alive, as you can see, could be pretty vicious, especially with the dimensional lead giving her attack, giving her a lot of other things. And then if you unleash potential, you can even have more damage on her skills. I think she could be able to solo on a strong account that has her like signature forced up. Happy New Year! Like, comment, subscribe. And just remember that every day at the Kashino in the year 2021 is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.